Hello, welcome back to Open, everyone. You know, I was inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at Brockstead TV, and while you're there, tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. So every year, the One Festival seeks to give both writers and solo performers the opportunity to present their work. And this year is filled with a diverse array of plays and topics for you to explore stories from New York. Joining us to tell us more, we welcome the One Festival production manager, Karim Rivera, and actress Rachel Brill. Hello and welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, it's exciting. It's that time of the year again. We love the One Festival, and we love presenting it to our audience. And it's nice to meet you, Kareem. So
Nice to meet you
you've
too.
taken on this role of being the production manager,
Yes.
and the One Festival has been in existence for quite some years now.
Yeah,
can you recall?
this is our 14th year.
14. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it's been 14 already.
It's been 14 years since 2006. Veronica Caicedo, our founder and production person. So this is the first year that I'm forming part of the production, and I'm very excited about it. I've always been an audience member, and now I'm part of the production.
Yeah, I love the One Festival, and I've participated in the One Festival.
awesome.
Yeah, I did a show a couple of years ago called Freestyle Friday, and so I just love the fact that she provides this opportunity for,
Yes.
like myself. You know, most people know me to be on television, but there's this other side of me that loves to be on stage, and I'll exercise it from time to time. But most importantly, it's about storytelling and having that platform to share your authentic voice. And so, what I noticed this year is that there's a lot of diversity, like I've
Yes.
never seen before.
Well, we always have like people from different parts, not only from New York, but we have like people from Puerto Rico. In past years, we have people from Spain, from Australia, from Italy. So we do always have a bunch of diverse artists, and they bring their original pieces. So that's very important for us to give it that platform to show their work.
Right, and so what I was referencing is just the cultural differences,
Yes.
and finding similarities in those differences, which leads me to you, Rachel.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm super excited to begin talking about your topic. It's quite political.
It is. It is.
All right, so talk a little bit about the play that you're going to be performing. You also wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Blood and Water is my true story as a Jewish woman who fell in love with a Palestinian man. And of course, I call it a modern day Romeo and Juliet, with, of course, New York City as the third character, because we met on the subway. And it just talks about what happens when something so simple and intuitive as love gets caught in the crossfires of a world that's divided between us and them. You know, when we're like, I can't be with you because of who you are, but you can't control who you love.
Right. Well, not because of who you are,
Not-
more
yeah,
so
not
than,
because of who you
than,
are,
than
because of-
because of what the society says
Yes, exactly.
you're supposed to be.
Exactly, and that's what it really came down to is, do you challenge the societal expectations and family expectations and all of that and just go with your heart?
All right, so I'm not going to ask you to do a spoiler alert, but I want a hint. I want a hint of what the outcome is.
A
Just
hint.
a hint, please.
The
Please.
hint, I'll give you a hint. You always have to stay true to your heart. That's the closest I'm going to get to a hint. Follow your heart, stay true to it. It sounds cheesy and contrived, but when you have so many outside pressures telling you what you should think or who you should be, it comes down to having to look within yourself and going with what's true for you.
I like that. Yes, right. No, it's important, especially during this temperature, this climate that we have with you know, all the other political aspects
Yes,
that are
exactly.
directly affecting the United States. It's important for us to start exercising, admiring, and appreciating each other as human beings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah, but it's challenging, though. It's challenging. It's
Yeah,
easier
if you
said than
ignore
done.
the noise, it doesn't matter,
Right.
right? But when the noise starts to come in, that's when it gets challenging.
Yeah. So, Kareem, can you list some of the other performances?
Yes, we have 10 performances this year. I think we have Miss Angelina with Puerto Rican. She's coming from Puerto Rico. We have Braulio with her performance of Cambio. He's the only performance in Spanish, so it's going to have also subtitles for non-Spanish speakers. We have one that is really funny that it's called Bigfoot Stole My Wife. So there's like a bunch of there, like all very different and like really good. So go to our website theonefestival.com, and then you can check all of them and see what is your favorite and come and support and vote.
So how does it work? Is it that a person gets a ticket for the festival?
Yes.
And attends the festival, or do they come specifically for a show?
They come specifically for 2 shows. So when
Okay.
you buy your ticket, so let's say you buy your ticket for Rachel, so you're gonna see Rachel's show and another performance. So for the price of one, you're getting 2 shows. At the end of both performances, people will vote, and then all those votes will be counted at the end of the week, and that's gonna be the one with the most votes from the audience. That's gonna be the one winner.
The one winner. And so some of the presentations are, we had someone on a couple of weeks ago that is the performer, but somebody else wrote the play. So
Yes.
some are written and performed, and some are written by other writers and performed by an actor.
Yes,
Right.
most of them they're like written and performed by the same person, but we also have like written from one person and then performed from another. Like I think that's My Time, Francesca.
Right, that was Francesca
Yes.
Van Horn, written by A.R. Garcia.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
So
that-
those are some people that's going to be there.
That's
too.
also a fascinating topic for me, because it's a story about a woman going through a divorce written by a man.
That's very interesting. It's like how a man can like express a woman's point of view of that, and what do we feel and how do we deal with that.
And so before we go, I just want to learn a little bit more about your process and how that's been for you to mount something so personal.
You kind of just have to jump into it. As I was writing it, I knew that if I put it off, it wasn't going to happen. So I would be on the train coming home from work and something would pop into my head. If you look at my phone, there's all notes. It's like notes from 3 years ago, notes from 2 years ago. And it's just, if it pops into my head, it's almost like being hypnotized or something. Something takes over and I just have to write it down. I have an incredible director, Paige Clements. She was my vocal coach, and she just has such an amazing grasp on the human experience. So she's been directing me, and it's been a fantastic process.
And what do you hope people will leave with? You know, because let's say if you're not Jewish or you're not Palestinian and coming from a humanitarian place, what do you want them to leave with?
I think it's so relatable no matter who you are. I think that even if it's not a political issue, we're always wondering, am I in the right relationship, or am I measuring up to someone else's expectations? Am I making my family proud? And I had performed the show in the past, and someone from the audience came up to me, and she had gone through the same thing, not being Jewish or Palestinian, but just with a partner who she was longing for. So I think it's relatable in terms of just love and trying to find your way.
Lovely, lovely. That was a wonderful setup, because we're going to get a taste of it. You guys, we have to take a quick break. But when we return, Rachel's going to perform a mini excerpt from her play, Blood and Water. Don't go anywhere.